What's up, guys? What's going on? So today's video is going to be a very long video. So today we're going to be starting up and shutting down every phone in my collection for 2021. So I did this last year in 2020, and that video sucked because I did it in like Microsoft Video Maker or something, and the editing it would produce, the quality sucked. So we're back at it again. I have a setup this time, so I won't be moving around as much, and it'll be a much better video compared to last year. So I'm going to start making this like a traditional thing every year at the end of the year. I'm going to start and shut down all my phones until it becomes too long for me to do it on my phone. So we're going to see how long that lasts. But anyways, so without any further ado, let's get to this long video. So first I'm going to start with my flip phones and all my dumb phones, stuff like that. So the first one we have here is a ZTE Z221. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I'm actually recording this on the 29th. I might upload it either on the 30th or the 31st. It's probably gonna be the 30th though, but it could be a 31st. Depends, because like I have some plans on the 31st. I'm going to my friend's house at like 8 in the morning, so yeah, I can't upload it. I probably won't upload the 31st. Anyways, so the next one we have here is this LG Revere 3, but this is not a Verizon one. This is on Thumb Cellular. So let's turn on. Alright. Let me improve this lighting. This lighting sucks. Alright, that should be better. So the next phone we have here is an LG C2000. Alright. Next phone we have here is an Alcatel A206G. Alright, next phone we have is a Razer V3M. Alright. So, yeah, alright, that's better. Alright, next we have is a Motorola V400. Next phone is this Samsung Sph M300. And this one, I think I've had this one since like 2019. Next phone is a ZTE, I think this is a Z331. I'm not going to be checking the model numbers on these. If I don't know them, I'm just going to say I don't know. Because there's too many phones to like actually like stop and check the models. Alright, next phone we have here is a Samsung Sgh A117. Here is a Motorola. I think this is a C168i. Alright, the next phone is a Samsung Sgh A117. Here's a Motorola W, I think this is the 385. Here's an Alcatel 2017B. I believe that's the thing. I'm pretty sure it is. If you know, you can correct me in the comments if you somehow know what these phones are. Even though, like, I'm barely even showing them because, like, I have to go out like this to do it. So. Here's an LG VX 4700, I think. Yeah, this is the 4700. Here's an LG VX 6100. Here's a Samsung, I think this is the R225. Excuse me.
Metro PCS. Wireless for all.
Here's an Alcatel A392. This is the CC. This is A392CC because it's consumer cellular. Here's a Nokia, I think this is the 1606.
Metro PCS. Unlimit yourself.
It just makes like a beeping sound when it turns off. It's weird. Here's a ZTE. I'll show you guys this one's model number because I really don't know. R225. So I guess I'll check the Samsungs because I kind of got the models mixed up. Hold on. Pop this up. Okay, this is a Samsung Sgh R380. Alright, there you go. There you go. That's your guys' little gift from me. As you know, like 2 model numbers. Okay. Here is a LG CU500. Okay, here is a LG chocolate. This is the 1st gen. Okay, here is a Samsung Sgh A650. Alright, here's a Samsung. I think this is the Sgh A687, I think. Alright, something's turned on. Why is this thing turned on again? Here's a Motorola W755, I think. Here's a Motorola 120T, I think. It's a 120 something. I mean, it doesn't really matter though. But oh, you can like barely see that because of the light level I have my phone on. Here's a Samsung. Oh, I think this is a. I really don't know. It's a rare phone, I guess I'll show you. The Samsung Sgh A117. Okay. Here's here's an LG VX5300. Here is a Motorola C139. See how fast that was. Not so fast. Here's a LG. You cannot see that. There you go. Here's an LG something. I don't know. Here is a Pantech P6020, I think. I don't know my Pantechs like at all. I think this is the Breeze. This is the Breeze. This is the original Breeze, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's the C6020, I think. Something like that. C something. C6020. This is a Pantech Breeze. That should give you the model number. Here it is if you want to. You still can't see it. There you go. This is what it looks like. Yeah. Here is a Samsung Alias 2, or Elias, however you want to pronounce it. If I can flip it open the right way. Here's an LG VX3100A. Not the original. It's not on Verizon. I don't know what carrier this thing's on. Here's a Samsung Sph A620. No, sorry, A640. It's on Quest, not on Sprint, but it's like the same thing. Okay, here's a Motorola W315. Yeah, this video is gonna take forever. We're already in 22 minutes. I don't know how many phones I've gone. I haven't gone over that many yet. This video is probably going to be at least 2 hours long. Probably a lot more than that, though. Here's a Sanyo SCP, like 3800 or something. Oh, it's 3810, and it does show. So if I'm wrong, doesn't matter. It shows. Yeah, okay, I'm right. I'm always right. I'm never wrong. Except I'm wrong like 90% of the time. There you go. There you go. SCP-3810. Here is a LG... we'll do that one later. Here's a Motorola Razr V3 in like really nice shape. That's weird, this thing makes like a buzzing noise. Everything seems to work on it, so I don't know. Alright, here's an LG VX, like 8700, I think. This thing's like all metal. Like that's metal, the keypad's metal. The keypad fades too whenever like the brightness goes out, it fades, it doesn't just go away. It fades, which that's pretty cool. Oh, that's not what I want. Alright, there you go. Here's an LG. Oh yeah, I keep saying LG. But here is an LG. It's a VX8360. And this is the first phone in my collection. And it's the only one that I still have. Because the Cosmos, I had this. I had a Cosmos 2. I had a Cosmos 2. Not the Cosmos 2, but a Cosmos. I had a Cosmos, and I broke it. Because I was trying to, like, replace it. I was trying to, like, swap the boards out, and I got mad at it. I don't know. Anyways, here is a Sanyo SCP-8300, I think. 8300, so I was like basically right. See how fast that is? If only all the other phones were like that. Here's a Nokia, which I have no idea what this is. Here you go, here's the front if you wanna look for yourself. Here's the front. It's probably in the 6000 series, I think. I have no idea. I can't tell you. Don't listen to what I say because I have no idea what this is. You cannot see that. here is a LG C1300. And this room looks like it's so dark in here, but it's just because I have the brightness low, all the way low. If I were to do this, well, if I were to do this, it's not as bad. Anyways, back to this thing. It's alright. Okay, here is a Kyocera phone. This is the Jax. Yeah, this is the Jax S1300. I'm 99% sure.
Metro PC.
Okay, it does not do that usually. That's weird. Okay, that was weird. Anyways, here is a Sanyo SCP-3200, I think. No, it's the VI-2300. Yeah, compared to last year, I don't know any of my phone's model numbers anymore. Because they're all just weird. It's like, yeah, I can't remember all of them. Here's a Motorola. And it's not going to say, obviously, so I don't know what this is. If you really feel like it, you can correct me in the comments. If you really want to. If you want to waste your time doing that, you can do that. Although I don't recommend it, but you can do it if you want. Here's a LG VX 5200. I know what this is. Yeah, the LGs are pretty easy to remember, because I don't know why they just are compared to like Samsung or Nokia. I don't know why, but these are just easier for me. Okay, here's a Samsung Sgh T219, I think. Yep. You can't even see it because my brightness is so low. Alright, anyways, here's a LG VX8350. This is like the precursor to the 8360. Then I also have the 8300, which came before this one. Okay, here's a LG Cosmos 3 with a bunch of stuff on it. We're already at 30 minutes, oh my god. And like, I'm not even halfway done with my flip phones. Maybe a third? Oh my god. Although after the flip phones, there isn't that much left. I have a few smartphones, I have a few Java phones. And then I also have more in my drawer as well, which those are more special phones. Those are like, there's more flip phones. There's not that many more, but. And I haven't charged any of these, so if any of them are dead, because I haven't charged them. Here's a Samsung, I think this is the Propel. I think that's the name. I don't know what the model is. Okay. I guess I'll show you. This is a Samsung Sgh A117. Let's see. Alright, well, this one's dead. So here's a LG forgot the name. LG VN251. LG Octane, that's the name, there you go. It's the LG Octane. I should probably do it on the front screen. That'd probably be better. Okay. Here's a Kyocera, which I don't know what this model is. Oh, right there, K10 Royale. Alright, here's a Zte N818s. There you go. Alright, here's an LG 440G. Alright, and I'll be right back. Let me go get the mail. Alright, so shout out to this seller. Because I ordered this battery for this guy. And I ordered this 2 days ago and it came here already. That was really fast. So shout out to them. Mini unboxing. Alright, whatever, I can't get it. Anyways, I'll be right back. Let me put the battery in this thing. Okay, and we're back. So the next phone we have here is a Gravity 3. Samsung Gravity 4 or 3. I don't know this. Gravity 3. Okay. Yeah, shout to that seller though. They ship really fast. You guys should get something from them. Because that took 2 days. 2 days to get here. That's pretty For eBay, that's crazy. It usually takes you at least 3 to 4 days, 3 to 4 business days. That took 2 days, so that's pretty good. I don't think I've ever had a seller ship that fast in my life on eBay. So yeah, shout out to them. They shipped really fast. Anyways, here is a LG. This one is the LG. Come on, what's the name? Exalt. This one has a no boot up sound. It vibrates. That's all it does, or it just turns off. Okay. Okay, I think that one's dead. Alright, here's this Nokia, and I will take off the battery, because I don't know what this is. Nokia 2285. And, yeah. God, my camera like sucks today, oh my god. Okay. Next phone we have is a ZTE symbol. Okay, here's a Samsung Convoy 2. Or no, sorry, Gusto 2. Samsung Gusto 2. Here's a Samsung Sgh A117. Yeah, that's what it is. Really bad shape, but it does turn on. Here's an LG. It's the Helix. I forgot the model number. MT210, I think. MT310, something like that.
Metro PCS. Wireless for all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the MT310. Let's see. MT310. Here's a Sanyo Katana. This is the original one. I love how fast the Sanyos are. They turn on and turn off like so fast, it's crazy. Here's an LG NV2. Okay. Here's an LG Remark.
Metro PCS. Wireless for all.
It's kind of just like the little slide version of the LG MT310. Here's a Samsung Intensity 2. Okay, that one's dead. Just your standard Verizon boot up, nothing special about that one. Here's a LG CU 720. Or GU, something like that. Something 720. GU, CU, something like that. FU. No, it's not that one. Oh, thank you. My smart chip isn't positioned. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that one. Just kidding. Alright, anyways, who's... Okay, here's his... LG Envy 1st Gen. Okay. Here is a Samsung Gusto 3. And okay. Here is a Blackberry Pearl that's probably dead. And, what do you know? It's dead. Alright. Here's a Motorola I-856 with a cracked screen, but it does work. Okay. Oh, it's booting up again. Oh, this back cover sucks. There we go. No, we don't want you to turn on again. Get off. Get out of here. Oh, there you go. You just saw the battery that this thing takes. Alright. Alright, here's a Blackberry Bold 9900, I think. I have not taken the battery off of this because they take like 10 hours to boot up when you put the battery back in them. This doesn't though. And for some reason this one wants me to have a passcode. So here you go. Here it is. It's 82. There you go. That's how you get in. Yeah, that's not my passcode for any other phone, so I don't care. Anyways, so yeah, this thing wants me to have a lock on it. It won't let me not have one. I'll show you. Because go to options, go to device, go to, it says touchscreen, so go to, where is it? I don't know. There you go, security, password. See, it won't let me enable it. Yeah, see, just isn't. It won't let me it won't let me get rid of this. So, yeah, I don't know why. Okay, here's an LG VX, like, I don't know, 3450? Oh yeah, right. Alright, that's gonna be the last time that I do that, because that's gonna take forever to do. You like that screen? It's very pixelated. Looks like a shoe. The shoe phone. You gotta like it. Alright, here's a LG GU295, I think. Yeah, these older phones that I've had like for a while, they're on my channel for boot ups. So if I don't know them, you could probably find them there if they're old. If I've had them for a while. Obviously, you don't know if I've had them for a while, but if I have, then you can go on my channel. And then I have boot ups for it if it's older, if it's an older phone I've had for a while. Okay, goodbye. Next phone we got here is this is a Kyocera like KX9 or something. Alright, here's a Kyocera Soho. And this one said loving, by the way, and I didn't put that on. This one says something else. And it's a surprise. You can see for yourself. I didn't put it on either. It says dick. So, put the two together. I got them at the same time. So put the two together. Loving dick. Gay. So anyways. So, now that you know that the Kyocera guy is gay, there you go. Loving dick. Alright, let's start it off. And I didn't put it on there. So, that's how it came, and I haven't changed it because I don't want to. Because it's funny. It's so funny. Anyways, here's an LG, like, Neon, like, 2, I think. This is a touchscreen phone, but it's only touchscreen for the dial pad. Only when you dial, it's touchscreen. If you do anything else, you can't. You have to use the joystick, which is pretty gay. So, yeah, I'll show you. So, you hit this for the dial. Yeah, okay. And touchscreen here. So, do like, no. Oops. That's not what I wanted. So yeah, that's touchscreen. But anything else isn't. Like if I go to menu, I have to hit this. So it's not really a Java phone. It's just they put touchscreen just for the dial. That's it. So you can feel very special when you type 81058635 and then whatever. Alright, there you go. So next phone we got here is this Nokia phone, which I think this is a 3585, something like that. Okay, here's a Nokia. This is I keep forgetting all these. 6585, something like that. I didn't see right. 60. I have no idea. This thing came out in 1998. This is the oldest one I have. Alright, it's off. Alright, next phone is this. Well, we'll do the. This is like the successor to the last phone. This is another Nokia, like a 3585 or something. I don't know. I know they're like two away from each other. Like one's a 3585, one's a one would be like a 3565. There's gonna be like a 3585. Like I don't think those are the models, but I'm just saying like they're like two away like that. So, but this thing came out in 2000. The other one came out in 1998. And this one's on AT&T, but it's not. It's on Verizon. It just had an AT&T case. Alright. Now we're back to the normal phones. Here's a Samsung, like, Gusto. No, sorry. Here's a Samsung Convoy. First gen is the first one. Okay, here's a Nokia, like 2625, something like that. It's a really cheap one, so. Still lets you start over without a SIM card though. Yeah, I mean you can just tell, it's really cheap. Here you go, there's the menu. Oh, that is not the menu, here's the menu. Yeah, so a little bit of a cheap phone, you know, a little bit cheap, a little cheap phone. Okay, here is a Kyocera like Duraforce, some Duraforce phone. I don't know what this is. Anyways. Okay, here is a Samsung Sgh A117. Okay, here is a Motorola V265. Okay. Alright, next phone is this is an LG Revere 3, another one, but this one's on Verizon. This one I'm probably gonna trade or something because I have the other one on Thumb Cellular, and I like that one more than this one because this one's common, and it looks like this one's dead too. Why do these newer LG flip phones do that? They just like shut off when they're dead. Okay. Anyways, here's a Motorola I-465. Okay, I'm gonna charge that one too later. Is an LG Rumor, the original one. Okay. Here is a LG. I think this is a 300G. Okay, here is a AudioVox CDM8610 VM, because this was on Virgin Mobile. Yep, it just cut right off. Sometimes it does boot up all the way, like all the way through the Virgin Mobile jingle, but usually it doesn't, and it did not do that this time. Alright, here's a Sony Ericsson W 300i. And I'm pretty sure this one takes forever to turn on, so. Want some more. It's a Walkman phone. Right there it is. Alright, we've hit an hour in the video. So I'm gonna say this video is gonna be probably an hour 45, something like that. Here's an LG 320G, I think. This was basically just a newer version of the 300. I'll check this one just to make sure I'm right. Yeah, I am. So the other one's probably a 300G. from the looks of it. Here's an LG A390. I believe that's the model on this one. It's like A390. Alright, here's a Motorola W. I don't know. I'll look at this one too, just because. Yeah. That was definitely my last one that I'd be looking at, though. You know, the one that I said would be. No, it's not. It's not. 5 minutes left. That's cool. That's enough. Compared to the 440, which had like 1,000 minutes. What is this? This is a W175G. Okay. Alright, here is a Nokia, which this is like a 2610 or something. I'll look at this one too. Is a 2760. And this phone sucks. And I say that because it's the laggiest Nokia. It's the laggiest Nokia I've ever seen. And it's slow as well. It's a bad phone. It's a terrible phone. I hate this phone. It's probably gonna work. Because it's on camera. And it's gonna make me look like a fool. Oh yeah, look at that. See, it's working because it's on camera. Oh, no, I don't want to change. It's still pretty slow even on camera. Sure. Yeah, see, it's working because it's on camera. Usually it takes about 2 minutes to just get to this screen, so I'm surprised it didn't do that this time. I think it heard me. So it's also rattly for some reason. Anyways, here's a Samsung Sph M400. It's like the successor to the M300 or something. Alright, here is a Pantech. It's like a P6020, I think. Here's the back if you want to know. Okay, goodbye. Anyways, here is a. Look at this one. This is a, what is it, Alcatel? This is the Alcatel My Flip 2. And this phone takes forever to turn on as well. It's embedded by Kyocera. Enabled by Kyocera. Alright, that's very fancy. Thank you so much. And I actually have the original My Flip here, which I'll put up next. I think this one's a little bit faster than the My Flip one. Alright, and we're almost done with our pile. We probably have like, my bad. We probably have about 20 more phones, 20 more flip phones. Then we have the smartphones, which that's going to take a while too. Then we have the Java phones, and then we still have more phones in there as well. But we're almost done. We're over halfway done by now, I'd say. Of course, I'm not, because I put these away, but Lock. I want to power off. I think this thing updated by itself. Okay. Yeah, these phones are acting so weird today. I don't understand them. Acting really weird. Very weird. Anyways, with that sussy back out of the way, we got the original one, which you can't see right here, but now you can. This is the My Flip. This is the My Flip 1. This one is powered by Kyocera, not embedded, enabled. This one just says powered, which you can't even see that because its screen sucks. Alright, what's my phone's battery at? 76. It's only gone down 4 bars since like a while ago. So a lot better than my old phone. My old phone would do a lot worse, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here is a Samsung Sph M. It's either the 340 or the 430. I don't know. I think it's the fourth. I don't know. I think it's the 430. That's what I'm guessing. No, 340. 340. Okay, here is a Samsung Convoy 3. Okay, I don't know why I went to that, but okay. Okay. Here is a Samsung Intensity 1. This thing's on 1 bar. I'm gonna charge this one too. Okay, here is a LG VX 5500. Alright, here's a Samsung Sph M430. This is the M430, the other one's the M340. This is the 430, I think. Okay, here's a Samsung Sgh T239. T329, my bad. Sgh T329. I said 239. That's a 329. Chippewa Valley High School winter guard. Okay. And yeah, this person went to the same school as I do. So, yeah. I'm sure like 2 people are watching this part of the video. I don't think anyone's going this far. So I can say what school I go to. No. Now I go to that school and I didn't put that on there. So that's how it came. So I think that's kind of cool. Anyway, here's a CD. CD. This is a UT Starcom like CDM8635 or something. Speaker on this one sucks. Like the boot up sucks. Like the speaker is fine on it, but the boot up sound, the boot up audio is just like, it's like, I don't know. It sounds like if we were taking on an iPod and putting on a computer and then like do that like 1,000 more times, and then that's what you get. Here's an LG VX8300. Okay, here is a Motorola I think this is like a 323i, V323, something like that. I don't know what this is. So, I don't know what like half my phones are. I think that's what it is. It's a weird model number. It's like a V323i or something like that. Alright, well, we'll look, just because, yeah, I know it's weird. It's like a weirder one. It's like that. This is a V323i. Alright, yeah. Yeah, and it has a broken hinge, but here's a Pantech phone, and I'll show you this one because this one slides out both ways. So I'll show you what this is because it's kind of weird. There's a Pantech C470. C740. I keep saying C470, I don't know why. I just remembered. Oh, I just remembered that I did it wrong. It's a C740. I almost said 470 again. This one needs to charge too. And yeah, it slides out both ways. It's like there was another Pantech that does it too. It's on like it's a Windows phone. So yeah, here's an LG 328 BG. Alright, there. Okay. Alright, I pulled out the rest of the phones. So this is a LG VX10. It's a very fancy LG, as you can tell, very fancy. So, here's a Nokia 6555B. Yeah. The one good thing about Nokias is that they don't require a SIM card when they're on AT&T. That's the one good thing about these phones. Everything else sucks, but at least they don't need a SIM card. So that's the only good thing about it. Everything else sucks, but like they're slow, they're flimsy, they suck. But they don't need a SIM card. So here is a Samsung. I think this is the Sgh. We'll check. It's like the T2. It's like the T245G. Yeah, I'm right. There you go. Sgh T245G. This thing has like 3,000 minutes. Here's this UMX phone, which I don't know what this is. MXC550. And it's just this. It's just a cheap little, UMX phone. Just turn on. And it's such an ultimate mobile experience when your phone goes and the camera is and the camera quality is like the worst ever. So that's very ultimate. So let's turn it off. Okay. Here is a LG 441G. Yeah, I think this video is gonna be 2 hours long because we're an hour and 20 and we're not even on the smartphones yet. So, although I don't have too many smartphones, I do have quite a few. So, all right. Next phone is a Nokia. I don't know what this is. It's like a 6205. All these Nokias keep asking for the time. It's so literally every time I turn them on, they ask for the time. It's like, is this how they were in 2005 when people had these? Did they really? Every time you turned it on, it asked for the time and date. Like I don't know. You should be the one figuring that out. Here's the Samsung Convoy 2. I have all the Convoys except for the fourth one. I don't have the fourth one. But it's like basically like the third one. It's a little bit different. Okay, here's an LG NV3. I think this is the last NV I haven't done yet. Yeah. How many phones do we have left? We have 5 phones left. Yeah. All right, they're now in order. We have 5 phones left after this one, so. But we do have the A777. I'm gonna turn that one on too, because it is charging. So. Here's a Blackberry Curve 8330. It's probably dead. Yep. Here is a eTalk phone. I'll show you it because it's like weird. Yeah, it takes this thing, which looks like a newer LG battery. It's a Kazuna KAZF019, and the battery looks like an LG one, but it's not. It's just the eTalk. That's all it is, really. I think it was like gotta keep stumbling like Biden. Anyways, it was basically Verizon's take on the Alcatel My Flip. Although this thing didn't do as well, because like no one's heard of this phone. But it claims that it's on Android, but it's not Android. I think it says Android 7 or 8, something like that. And it looks like Android. The icons and stuff, they look like Android. And this has Wi-Fi as well. But it's not Android, because Android needs a touchscreen. So you see, it looks like Android, but it's not. And I'll show you, by the way, too. .1.0. Yeah, I don't think so. But it does have Wi-Fi, so that's cool. Yeah, it was Verizon's take on the My Flip. That's what this is. So yeah, the eTalk. Here's a LG VN210, something like that. Alright, 2 left. Here's a Nokia, and this one's rare, so I will show you the model number. It is a 6215i. That's weird. On my phone, the screen's flickering, but it like a CRT TV, but it's not flickering, so I don't know what's up with it. Yeah, even on the shutdown, it's flickering. That's weird. And the last phone, which since this is the last dumb phone, we will show the model number. Oh, it's not the last dumb phone, but it's the last dumb phone. This is a Nokia 6016i. Let's turn on. We are in the Sprint service area. Look at that. Very cool. Switch off. Alright. Let's go ahead and start up the Samsung. So here's all my phones on the floor. There's my smartphones and my Java phones, and then we're also going in there as well. In my drawer right there. Those are all my charging ones. Alright, well, enough fooling around. Let's turn the this guy on. This might have someone's face on it. This one, guessing. Oh, it doesn't. All right, cool. Oh, turn off. Alright, so those are my dumb phones. So let's go ahead and switch to smartphones. Let me put all of these away. It's gonna take me a good while. I'll put them away and then we'll do the smartphones. Alright, we're back. So next up is gonna be my Java phones. So let's go into it. So first one. Wait here. I am going to take off the back cover and batteries and show you what these are. It's the Huawei U7519. The reason why I'm taking them off for these is because I don't have that many. It's not that big of a deal. I forgot how you turn this on. Alright, we're off to a great start. That one's dead. Alright, here's an LG Extrovert. I will charge the Huawei, by the way, because I don't think there's really any boot ups of that phone. Okay. Alright, we're back. So here's the next phone. This is a... Oh, it's dusty. Okay, this is a Samsung. I think this is the U340. Sgh U340. No, sorry, it's the Sgh A120. I was way off on that. No, I don't think so. Alright, anyways. Turn this one on. Okay. These are all covered with dust. Alright, here's an LG. I don't know what this is. This is a GT550 Go. Okay. Turn this one on. That's pretty good water. We got a Snapchat. Alright, next phone is this Pantech phone. Let's see what this is. This is a Pantech P6020. Yeah, it was just the standard AT&T thing. Sorry about that. But it was just standard AT&T boot up. Oops. Yeah. Here is a Samsung. I forgot what this one's called. This is a Samsung Sgh A117. I think this is the Flight 2. I think that's the name. Okay, I just got bombarded by a huge Discord notification. Okay. Next is this Samsung. This is a Samsung Sgh A117. And I'm getting bombarded with Discord notifications again. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing's kind of weird because the lock button, it's a slider. It's weird. I haven't charged these up in a while, so some of them might be dead. So there's that one. Here's the Samsung on Altel. This is like this is called the Delve, I think. I think this is the R800. It's Sgh R800. Yep. Wait. Yeah. Okay. This one might be dead. I haven't charged this thing in like a year. I don't know if it's alive. That's funny. Alright, turn it off. Okay, next, this Microsoft can. This one has like a REMI cable issue, so I don't know if it'll turn on or not. I don't know if it'll really be good or not, so let's find out. Let's find out together. This is the Kin 2. Okay, well, never mind, because it's dead. Alright. Next is this Samsung phone. This Samsung. How do you take this one off? You slide it, or... This is a Samsung Sgh probably A597, something like that. This is the Samsung Sunburst, I do know that. I'll probably write over that, just so I know what it is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, we're back. So I was on a Snapchat call with my friends. So anyways, here's this LG Envy Touch. Just probably flip it this way. Oh, or not. That's weird. Okay, here is a LG Rumor Touch on Virgin Mobile. I haven't turned this thing on in forever, so it might be dead. Yeah, looks like it's dead. Yeah, it is. Okay, next we have this Samsung Brett side, which I also haven't turned on in a while, so it's probably dead. Oh wow, it's not. Usually it is. See how many bars it's on. Oh wow, it's on 3. Okay. Usually the battery sucks on this thing. Looks like the Galaxy S2, but it's not. Alright, we got 2 more. Here's this Samsung Seek. Oh, it's on. Okay. It's on 3 bars still. It's impressive. It's still on 3 bars. Okay, anyways, let's go and turn it on now. Where's power button? Oh, over here. Okay. God, how long has this thing been on for? I haven't played around with this thing for a while. Okay. And the last last Java phone is this LG. I don't know what the model is. Let's see. It is a LG C395. I forgot if this thing takes forever to turn on or not. I think it did. After this one, we can finally get to the smartphones. So. Okay. Stop being gay. There he goes. Okay. Alright, let's put these away, and I'll be back. Alright, before we get onto the smartphones, here's this Huawei phone. The one that I showed earlier, which is charged now. Really? I just showed the charging. What? Really? Okay, never mind. Okay, finally. We're up to the smartphones. Jeez, that took forever. Alright, so here's the first one. This is a Galaxy S6. Dusty. This one's on Sprint. This one runs Android 7. Turn off. And oh, Sprint logo. Bye-bye. There it goes. Oh, and it vibrated. Okay. Anyways. I accidentally hit my phone. Yeah, it's fine. Haha. Alright, we're back. So, anyways, next phone we have here is this Samsung Galaxy J3. And these are all dusty. J3 Prime. On the nationwide T-Mobile network. Oh, really? This one runs Android, I think, 7. Oh, it's off. Never mind. Wait, no, it's not, but whatever. It'll turn off eventually. Here's a Galaxy J3. This is the newer one. The other one was, I think, 2017. This is 2018. The Galaxy J3 Achieve. Secured by Knox. Okay, this one runs Android 8. So. Okay, turn off. Jesus. I don't care about the network. Turn it off. Okay. Okay. That one. Next phone, we have a Galaxy S4. This one runs Android 4.3. So this is an early one. This is a very early one. This one still has Android 4.3. So it's kind of, I mean, it's, I don't know if these are rare or not. Definitely an uncommon phone. You don't really see many of these on Android 4.3 anymore. It's on AT&T. It was like, when this thing came out, everyone was wanting to get Android 4. Sorry, Android KK. So like, none of these are still on Android 4.3. This one is. Okay, next phone is this Samsung Galaxy on 5. I'm running Android 6. This one's also dusty. Oh, 90. Okay. Well, it said on 5, so. This one's also on Metro PCS. Okay. Alright, we gotta go faster than this. Alright, next one is this Galaxy S7 running Android 8. Okay. That one's doing its own thing. It's already basically off. Next up is this Galaxy S5 running Android 6. It's also dusty. T-Mobile. Okay, next we have this Samsung Galaxy exhibit, I think. Oh, I didn't even hit the power button. Yeah, it is the exhibit. Has a little bit of dead pixels over there, but it works. I think this was on T-Mobile. Metro PCS. Okay. This runs Android. I don't know what this one runs. Android 4.1.2. Okay, it just made a really loud water drop noise. Alright, who Snapchatted me? Anyways, so next one we have this Samsung Galaxy Light. Okay. Alright, next one. We have this Htc One M7. Oh. The power button is up here. It's also dusty. Why are these all dusty? And why isn't this turning on? Oh, I heard it. I felt it vibrate. There it is. HTC. We're going to be here for a while, because all these smartphones take 18 hours to boot up. Especially the older Androids. Android is upgrading. I mean, it's upgrading. I didn't tell you to. And, by the way, this Microsoft Kin, I have it held up here, this Microsoft Kin, we're going to smash it, because it doesn't work anymore. I don't know, I haven't done it. But the backlight went out or something, so it's kind of rare, but I don't care because it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, it's garbage. So it has a ribbon cable issue. That's the problem. It was working before, and it had just the ribbon cable got all worn out, and ever since then it's just been acting up. So I'm sick of it. So here's this Zte phone. I think this is the, I don't know what this is. And I'm pretty sure the model's Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is the Majesty Pro. That's what it is. I'm gonna write that down. Alright, we're back. For like the 10th time. So, here you go. Turn on. Is this one dead too? Yep. Okay. God, I have to leave in like, what? Like 45 minutes. Here's the Galaxy S Continuum. This is all the 2 screens. So. Just gonna go here. It is dark in here. That didn't help at all. That basically didn't help the lighting at all. Too loud. Okay, next phone. This is LG Optimus Dynamic 2. I don't know if I'll turn my LEDs back on. Okay. I might not have enough time to record all this. These things are taking forever to turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on. It takes forever. Alright, well, whatever. Okay, next we have the LG Optimus S. This one didn't take that long. And that's basically all it does. So moving on. We have an iPhone 3GS. This one's on iOS 6. Okay. Next, we have a Motorola Droid X2. God, I really don't have enough time. Oh my god. I might actually I might need to cut this video short. I have, what, 45 minutes left? That might be enough. Hopefully it's enough. If it's not, that'd be ridiculous, but probably is enough. So. These droids take forever to turn on, too. Icky. Okay. Next. Wait, what am I saying? Gotta turn it off first. Wait for it, it makes a noise. You're not gonna believe this. Look at that. It made a noise. It made a beep. That's how you know it's quality. Next, we have this Jitterbug smartphone. Things like the Smart 2 or something. I don't know. It's powered by Android. It's a pretty large phone. Honestly, I'm taking a wide angle. Made a very quiet noise. I think those are all the speakers. Okay. Next, we have this Alcatel C1. This is one of the earlier Alcatel smartphones that came out. This is like before they were really well known. I don't even know if you heard that or not. Alright, next phone, we have this LG G3. That's a classic Sprint. But I had mine on my Tab 3, Samsung Galaxy Tab 3. But this one's lower pitched than the one on my S3 for some reason. Okay. Okay. Alright, next phone is this LG, can't think of the name. LG, oh, here's the model, MS210. I forget the model number of this one. It's like the, it's the Aristo, that's what it is. It's always, I always remember right it when I always remember it after I show you the model number. I don't know, it's the LG Aristo. I'm a retard, oh my god. Oh, Qualcomm. So fancy. You can't see like the right side because of all these cracks. And that's how it came. So. Yeah, these LGs are like, these newer LG phones, they're notorious for being really easy to crack. And this is definitely one of them. Okay, why are all these phones doing this? I'm holding the power button. You bring up the menu. There you go. All these phones have been doing this. I don't know why. Okay, it's the Aristo. Next, we have this LG Journey on track phone. Okay, my camera doesn't want to focus. Okay, it usually comes up with the track phone logo. Oh. Okay. Yeah. All these phones are acting up today. And I don't really appreciate it. And I just dropped down the S7. Okay. As I was saying, these phones are really acting up today. I don't appreciate it. Alright, we have this LG Robo 4. It's also on a track phone. And the vibrator on this thing sucks. Also says Qualcomm. They all have the same boot up. This power button's on the back, which I don't like that. I hate that so much. It's on the back. I don't know why LG did this. It makes no sense at all. And it's ridiculous because it's so hard to press the power button on those phones. Maybe it's a good thing LG doesn't just say more. No, here's a TCLA3. This one might get traded. Most likely it will. But I still have it, so here you go. Okay, that was a notification sound. That was funny. Alright, here's a Zte N818s. This thing still has service, by the way. So I can call people on this thing. So if you want to call it, it's 970-978-9583. And I'm not joking. Here you go. If you want to call the phone for some reason. I won't pick up most likely because I'll have it off. But yeah, that's the phone number. 970-978-9583. Oh, yeah. 970-978-9583. I'll make sure. I'll go into the contacts. As you can see, this thing is getting voicemails. Oh, it should say the phone number here. Yeah, right there. 970-978-9583. There you go. Now, I won't pick up like 99.9% of the time, so. Okay, thank you for just turning off and not doing what I want you to do. Alright, come on. What are you doing? Jesus. Okay, what is going on? Turn it. Okay. Oh, that fixed it. There you go. Okay, okay. All right, here's the shutdown. You ready? You ready for this? Oh. Okay, here's the shutdown. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just shutting the same Android shutting down thing that it is for every other Android. So I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that shenanigans. Here's an HTC Thunderbolt. If you know anything about this phone, you know it's the first 4G LTE phone. Which there was 4G phones before this one, but they weren't LTE. They were like some other thing that like was bad. So this is the first ever 4G LTE phone. And this phone sucked. A lot of people hated this phone when it came out. You know, a lot of people say this thing has mediocre battery, and that's why it has extended battery. And yeah, I wish it didn't have an extended battery because this thing's thick now. But yeah, it also has a kickstand. So. Oh yeah, and for some reason, they put the speakers behind the kickstand. Like, what a good idea. Thank you so much, HTC. You did a really good job with that. Yeah, they put the speakers behind the kickstand. So, it's muffled. Like, good job. You did a very good job with that one, HTC. It's quietly brilliant, yeah, because the speakers behind the kickstand. Yeah, you gotta like that design. It's a great design. Alright, anyways, enough ranting with that thing. Here's a Samsung Ultimate Pro, or I don't know what this thing's called. It's a stupid name, I know that. And I mean it. It's pretty stupid. It's called like that. Oh, the Transform Ultra. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It's stupid. It makes no sense. Yep. Samsung Transform Ultra. That's a great name. You know, it's like if a third grader just came up with some names for a phone. There you go. And that's basically all it does. So, next, we have this LG, I think it's the Motion 4G. I think that's the name. Oh, okay. Anyways, that just happened, but... Okay. What time is it? 5:59, about half hour left. So, we have this one. Turn off. Let's turn it off. Let's turn it off. Okay. You're not gonna work. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we're back. Here's a Motorola Droid. Okay, we have so many technical difficulties going on. You are not dead. I charged you like not that long ago. Alright, you are not dead. Don't give me that crap. Motorola, how could you? You're so unreliable. Alright, you know, I don't appreciate that. I'll remember that. So I'm gonna treat you like crap now. Anyways, here's the Alcatel Popstar 2. It's also very dusty. Like so many technical difficulties going on. Okay, next we have a iPhone 4. This one's probably gonna take a good 1 minute to turn on, so you guys can stare at that while I go plug in the Droid. Okay. Yeah, that's basically how it does. Next phone. Alright, we're down to last few. Here's a Motorola Droid 3. This one should be charged. Yes, okay. Okay. Yeah, this one's slider's like busted. It's bad on this one. But does this one beep at you? I think it does. Yep, this one beeps at you too. Alright, here's an LG Thrive. LG Thrive. This one has a bad power button. Oh, there it goes. Hopefully I can get done in like 7 minutes, because Here is a Nokia Lumia. I don't know what this is. Here is a Kyocera. I think it's the Rise. Yep. Very fancy. Looks like it has some sort of infrared there because I can't see that in real life. Here's a LG Optimus Dynamic, the original one. Here is a Samsung I forgot the model. This one. Samsung Intercept? Yeah. Samsung Intercept. And this phone takes forever to turn off, so I'm just gonna turn it off and then it's just gonna say power off, shutting down, and I'll just put it away because this thing takes forever to shut down. It takes a good minute, so I'm not waiting through that. Obviously, I don't think anyone would, so it says power off, shutting down, and it loads for about a minute and then it turns off. And I'm serious when I say about a minute. It takes forever. This thing also has like some sort of infrared light there because I don't see that. Oh, this one's almost dead too. But too bad. Yeah, it does this and it takes about a minute. So, goodbye. Here is a Samsung Galaxy exhibit. Was that that might have been the other one. No, this is a Express. I'm pretty sure it says. I'm going with Express. Exhibit. I was right. Oh, I was right the first time, but I'm wrong. So. We're down to 5 phones. So this is a Samsung Illusion. Here is a Samsung Omnia 2. This one's probably dead. Yeah. Which I'm not going to put that one on the charger because that one takes like 6 hours to fully charge. Here's a Palm Pre. No, sorry, Palm Pixie Plus. I don't know where I get Pre from. I just turned this thing on like yesterday. There it is. There. I forgot if this thing takes forever or not. Takes a little long, you know, a little bit long. Still going. Oh, it's almost done. It made a beeping sound. Oh my god, there it is. There it is, WebOS. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yep, swap battery, even though this thing doesn't have a removable battery. I didn't know that, and I kind of tore off the back a little bit. It's not fully off though, it just needs to be super glued. Okay. Down there, we're down to 2 phones. This one is the LG Fathom, I think. Hopefully these two take 2 minutes to boot up at most for both of them. Hopefully just a minute each. Please? That'd be cool. Got about what? About 15 minutes left. I believe about 5:50. This thing's also almost dead. Really? Oh. Okay, last phone. Finally. This is a Samsung. What do you mean this one's dead? How is this one dead? How is this dead? Oh, okay. Well, I'll show you them all, just to make up for it. Samsung Sph M580. So, yeah. So I don't have enough time for the phones over there, but I will film them tomorrow. So, yeah. Alright, we're back. So now we're going to start up the last few phones I have. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, alright, so we got the smartphones. The first one we have here is a Galaxy S2 Epic. Okay, next is this Alcatel One Touch Pixie Glitz. It's in really good shape. That's why it's in the my drawer instead. Same goes for the S2. So it's like brand new. Oh. Okay, next we have a Galaxy Note 8. This is my old phone. This thing is hard to get in frame. Oh, it didn't help. Okay, well you saw the boot up in frame, so no, it's nothing special. It's just carriers and Samsung, but no sound or anything. That's that. So next is this iPhone 7 Plus. This thing's really fast at booting up, if it will turn on. There it goes. Alright, next phone's this iPhone 6 Plus. Okay. Turn off. Okay, what's this thing doing? Hold on. Okay. Here's a Samsung Galaxy S8. This is also my old phone. My old phone. Which is the Note 8 I use for slow-mo. This I used to. I don't do that anymore though with this phone. This phone's just kinda there now. Okay. Alright. Okay, next phone we have here is a Samsung Sgh A117. And this one's in my drawer because it's in really good shape. Next up is this iPhone 2G. Alright. Here's a Samsung Sph M400. Here is a Samsung Sph M240. Here is a Samsung Sgh E316. This one does not have a SIM card though, so all I can show you is the without the SIM. So, but here you go. Yeah, hopefully I get a SIM for this one soon, because this phone is pretty rare. It's a pretty rare phone, so hopefully I'll be able to get a SIM for it soon. Here is a Samsung SPH E620. Here's an LG VX 4400. Here's a Sanyo SCP-3200. Okay, and our last phone of the video, this Samsung Sph A500. And there we go. That is the startup shutdown of all my phones for 2021. This video took forever to do. I really hope you guys enjoyed. You guys loved the last video, because that thing is the most viewed video in my channel. So, yeah, you guys seem to love this, so I'm going to make this a yearly thing. And if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you. I don't think I'm entertaining enough for you to sit for like, what, 2 hours to watch me just start up phones. But, if you made it this far without skipping or anything, I appreciate you. So, yeah, but anyways, it's going to be the end of this video. It's going to take a while to upload. And, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys next year. Peace out. Bye-bye.